closed captioning provided by Beaufort County.
Well, another edition of Coastline is here. City sidewalks, holiday lights, everybody's dressed in holiday fashions, and it's that time of year we're celebrating the holidays in the cities of Beaufort, the town of Port Royal, Bluffton, and of course Hilton Head. And joining me from the city of Beaufort is Andrea Hackenberger. She is the manager of events for downtown Beaufort, and is also a downtown manager and events coordinator, I think is your official title, right, Andrea?
Yes, sir.
Terrific. Well, I am so delighted to have you here talking about what all is going to be taking place during the holidays. So tell us a bit about yourself, because you're not a native Beaufortonian, and then tell us about what your first upcoming event is going to be.
Well, thank you so much for having me. You're right, I'm not from Beaufort. I am from Philadelphia, but Beaufort is home to me now. Let's get rolling into what's going on down here. Our first event is going to be on Thanksgiving, which is a 5K hosted by the Habitat for Humanity, and it's going to be following our traditional course down Bay Street across the Woods Memorial Bridge and then back. And on that day is also going to be our free parking starting in the marina parking lot going until New Year's Day. So
all right,
double whammy for those runners.
Yeah, I know. You call that the turkey trot, right?
The turkey trot, yes. Hey, you got to gobble and wobble for that food you're going to be eating later.
Man, that is for sure. So what time of the morning does that begin?
It starts at 8 a.m. and you can pre-register right now through the Grounded Running website, or you can register that day.
Okay, what website was that?
The Grounded Running, the store over in the parking lot by Urban Nest and all of that.
All right, cool. So yeah, nothing like getting free parking. And then, so you said the marina parking lot. Now in years past, I have seen, you know, like little covers put over the downtown parking meters. Are you not going to do that this year?
No, the only parking that's going to be free will be down by the Charles and Bay Street light in that parking lot, marina only. There will be times that we will cover those, and it will be for when it's the night on the town, just so you guys do understand that we will have an event and we have to close the street down for certain events. But it's only the marina parking lot, and like I said, from Thanksgiving Day until New Year's Day only.
Great Christmas gift. I appreciate that.
Hey, we want you guys to come down and shop local, because the Saturday after Thanksgiving is Small Business Saturday, and we want you to support all of our small businesses here in the city of Beaufort.
That's a good point. You know, we've got Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and that's a great opportunity because, you know, we're in a situation right now where people are talking about supply shortages. You know, are the kids going to get their gifts by Christmas time? And, you know, not to worry, we've got plenty of vendors right on Bay Street.
Yes.
And you can pick up wonderful gifts.
And they're merchants, they're local business owners, so and $1 can change a whole life. So support our merchants here.
Absolutely. And give your loved ones something from either Bay Street Jewelers or Modern Jewelers, and take advantage of them. And lots of different opportunities there to take snacks and goodies. I love the candy and ice cream store that now where Bay Street Trading used to be.
Yes, you know, all of the food places down there, like Kilwin's, I know they're getting together their baskets. The candy shop has fantastic stocking stuffers. We have the Spice and Tea Exchange down there. It has stuff for everybody. So, you know, there's so many local shops that have those hidden gems in each of those stores that that's something for everybody.
Absolutely. And have you tried that pizza place down there?
Oh, Hearth?
Yes.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Oh, amazing, amazing.
I can't play favorites, but
that's good.
Yes.
Well, there's so many great restaurants.
There are, you know, and
we've got the Old Bull Tavern. We've got
you got Saltis down there. You got paninis. You got plums. You got Q on Bay. So each one of these lost local. So each one of them has something for everybody. Bring the kids down there because they are all kid friendly. They all have something for the kids. Reservations for some of them are required just because they get busy so fast.
Right, yeah. And I'll give you a little hint that Q on Bay will also cater. So if you're getting ready to have a holiday event, that'd be a good opportunity to call them.
And the owners are fabulous.
All right. So let's talk about what is going to be taking place on the night on the town. That well, first of all, before that, we want to talk about the lighting of the menorah.
Yeah, so November 30th, it's a new thing coming down to the waterfront park. It usually happens down or up in Hilton Head, but they're bringing it down to us. It's going to be a menorah. It's 9 feet tall, steel, and they're going to be doing it around 5:30 p.m. at the waterfront, and they're going to light it as a tradition because Hanukkah does start the weekend of Thanksgiving.
Right.
So it's going to be a beautiful ceremony, so come on out. They're doing light hors d'oeuvres and beverages as well.
It's a great story. The lighting of the menorah and the 12 days of Hanukkah represent the time that these candles miraculously stayed lit, while the oil, they only had oil for like 4 or 5 nights, and these candles, these lights, stayed lit for 12 days, and it was definitely a God miracle. So
it's absolutely phenomenal, and the fact that we're bringing in another type of tradition to the area is fantastic to the community.
Terrific.
Yes.
All right, now, night on the town.
This is what everybody's been wanting back since we missed it last year because of COVID. So December 3rd, night on the town is back. Our street is shut down. A certain someone named Santa is going to be coming to make an appearance for everybody. We'll have the tree lighting. We'll have the Community Baptist Church do the puppeteers.
Community Bible Church.
Bible Church. I'm sorry, I apologize. They'll be doing the puppeteers down by Carteret and Bay. We'll have some of the dance schools doing their performances, and then we'll have the tree lighting up on the Freedom Mall. So it's a whole night of exciting performances, and all the merchants are staying open until 9 o'clock. So it starts at 6, it goes until 9.
Terrific.
So, and we have everything ready to go. We have food vendors going to be selling some things there from different organizations. We have shrimp going to be sold. We're going to have hot dogs. So come hungry, come happy, come see our merchants again.
Yeah.
Shop small.
Now, in years past, I'm not making any promises, but in years past, a lot of different shops had little goodies when you'd go visit them, and they'd have their own little hors d'oeuvres there.
Yes, and usually that's what they do. They do have their own because it is a First Friday again. So we can't call it First Friday because it's night on the town now, but
Right.
it always falls on the first Friday. So, and each of the stores usually has like a little micro event, they call it.
Yeah.
So go check out the shops, come check out us on the night on the town.
All right.
Which brings us to that Saturday. So it's a double day that day because starting at 11, it's the Gullah Traveling Theater, which is doing its usual Gullah theater performance in the Waterfront Park from 11 to 4.
Is that Aunt Pearly Sue?
It sure is Aunt Pearly Sue.
Oh, she's great.
Yes, we love her. And then at the same time at 10 o'clock at the Arsenal is the reenactment on Craven Street. So come see that. That street is shut down. There's going to be bagpipers, reenactment. So, you hit one, you go to the other, and then get ready for the boat parade that night at the Waterfront Park.
I love it. All the lights and the pageantry and the
beautiful.
music. It's terrific. It's wonderful.
Yes, and then it brings us to Sunday, which is our holiday parade at 3 p.m.
Oh, good. So
So-
we're back into full swing. I'm so excited.
We are so excited for everybody. Everybody's so pumped up, or everyone's so ready to celebrate the holidays again.
Yeah.
So we're
Well, I know that things are looking better. Are there going to be any precautions? Do you have to wear masks or anything
Masks
like that?
are not mandated.
Okay.
We do have the COVID precaution signs that will be out saying, please stay away from each other in a nice manner.
Yeah.
We will have hand sanitizing stations out for everywhere. I know all stores have the hand sanitizers out. They will have asks if you want to wear a mask if you'd like to, but nothing's mandated.
All right. We love freedom. Okay. Hey, speaking of freedom, doesn't get any better than the United States Marine Corps band from Parris Island.
On December 10th, come see them at 6:30 at the Waterfront Park. They are putting on a Christmas concert that is free. So come on down, hear them. We love them. So their concert is going to be at the Waterfront Park. They are doing it nice and big. Starts 6:30. It will end probably around 8 o'clock. So bring your lawn chair, bring a blanket because it's cold down there at that time, and hear them.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
I know that one of them in particular is near and dear to your heart.
Near and dear, he sure is.
All right, good deal. And then, now this I could use because, my relationship with police officers has been one of many infractions, blue lights, it's a long story. Anyway, I'm going to chill with a cop. Tell me what I can do on December 17th.
Yes, December 17th, the police officers for the city of Beaufort are going to do a night out with the cops. They're going to put on a movie. I believe it's the Goonies that they're trying to put on for everybody, but they're going to have a night out with them. So come hang out with the cops, get to know the cops. They're so much fun down here. Bring a blanket, bring a chair. There will be food for purchase with them.
All right, good deal. Yeah, they'll be sitting down, enjoying the movie, and you can do the same with them. Maybe you'll have did you say hot chocolate maybe?
Maybe hot chocolate. I'm not 100% sure if they're going to have that, but like I said, there are going to be food for purchase. There's going to have some stuff there for everybody.
Cool, cool. And that is the end of December.
December is
Take
over.
a deep
Everyone
breath.
needs to breathe then, please.
Except for you.
Except for me.
Because January is right around, and what's coming up in January?
We are, BAHA, the Beaufort Area Hospitality Association, is going to be putting on the Oyster Festival.
I thought you were going to say bah humbug.
No bah humbug from me. No,
Okay.
Beaufort Area Hospitality Association is doing the Oyster Festival, and it goes from the January 13th through the 22nd, with the 21st and 22nd as the festival.
Actual Oyster Festival.
Down at the Waterfront Park.
Yeah,
so save the date.
That's good, man. And I tell you, this is January 13th through the 22nd. This is an opportunity for people to really take advantage of some of the food places that we were talking about.
Yes.
And I didn't mention earlier Saltus, and I've actually got a gift certificate for the one right at the corner of Carteret and Bay.
Breakwater.
Breakwater.
Yeah, Breakwater. There it is. Yeah.
So I've got to take advantage of that, because those are the kind of the higher end, a little more sedate.
And they'll be part of it. So
yeah,
yes, that would be a perfect time to do it.
Absolutely. And then as part of that restaurant week, there are specials that are going to have not only special prices, but special menus too.
Special
right?
menus to focus on the oysters and everything about Oyster Week and the festival to lead you up to get ready for it.
All right. So you're from Philadelphia.
I am.
Originally. Are you an oyster eater?
It's a texture thing. I cannot do it.
I know.
Unfortunately, I cannot do it.
Yeah, well, I say enough cocktail sauce takes care of a lot of
Then maybe I'll
issues.
try it with that then.
All right, fantastic. Well, anything else that we need to know about what's going on in Beaufort?
You know, Beaufort is ready to be out there. Just please stay safe. Please use your precautions with COVID. Hand sanitize. We'll have it out there. If you guys have any questions about anything, please feel free to contact me. My number is on the downtown operations site. So give me a call, send me an email, and I'll be more than happy to help you all.
All right, and I'm anticipating that by the time we air this interview, that the folks from the city Public Works Department will have already put up all of the nice festive pole lights that
it's going up the week of Thanksgiving.
Outstanding. I'm looking forward to it. It really makes us feel so much better after a year and a half of this nasty pandemic.
Yes, sir.
Andrea Hackenberger, thank you so much. That has been Andrea Hackenberger with the City of Beaufort. She's the Downtown Manager and Events Coordinator, and we've got plenty more on this edition of Coastline. We're going to be looking at the town of Hilton Head and what they're doing next, so stay with us. Well, lots of things going on in the northern part of the county in the city of Beaufort, as we just heard. And now we're going to go all the way to the other side of the county, to the south end. And Jenn McEwen, who is the cultural director for the town of Hilton Head, is joining us. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Jenn.
I'm Jenn McEwen. I'm the Director of Cultural Affairs for the town of Hilton Head Island.
Great, Jenn. You got anything special coming up this holiday season?
We have a lot of exciting cultural events happening on Hilton Head during the holidays. We just closed a 2-week run of the Nutcracker, an annual holiday favorite produced by the Hilton Head Dance Theater. And on December 4th, we start our historic holidays on Hilton Head Island Sea Island Traditions, and that will be going December 4th through December 11th. It'll include a number of events from our historic partners, starting here on December 4th at historic Mitchellville Freedom Park, where we will be doing the drive-through Festival of Lights around the world. And it is a delightful spectacular of holiday lights, celebrating different cultures across the globe, paired to music. It is one of the greatest events that happens on this island for the holidays. It's so much fun. And then on December 11th, we have our Living History Day. That'll start with a walking tour of the historic Mitchellville neighborhoods, going up to Queen Chapel Church, checking out the Bay Gull neighborhood, ending here at historic Mitchellville Freedom Park. And then in that afternoon, we have our open house with Coastal Discovery Museum, the Gullah Museum, the Heritage Library, lots of character reenactments of history and craft making, and all of the really deep traditions from the Revolutionary War to before the bridge to after the bridge.
So one of the things that people who are visiting Hilton Head Island, as well as many of our natives, enjoy are the arts-related things. Tell us a little bit about some arts-related activities.
Music lovers and performing arts lovers, we have a lot of exciting things going on. The Hilton Head Symphony Orchestra will do its annual holiday concert the first weekend of December. And then running through the month of December, the Arts Center of Coastal Carolina will be producing Elf, the musical. And then if you don't want to do something that's super Christmassy, Lean Ensemble Theater will be producing the Pulitzer Prize winning drama Art on stage at the Main Street Theater.
Now, we failed to mention exactly where you are, but you are in Mitchellville, which is obviously near the airport. What makes Mitchellville so special, Jen?
So here at historic Mitchellville Freedom Park, this is a very significant site for Hilton Head Island's history. It's the location of the first freedman's village in the United States of America, where formerly enslaved people built their own civilization 2 years prior to the Emancipation Proclamation. Every year they light up the great live oak. The tree is a gorgeous 250-year-old tree. It was here back during the Civil War, and that is strung with lights. And then, like I mentioned earlier, we'll be doing the drive-through of season's greetings across the globe, and then also doing some walking history tours during historic holidays here. Mitchellville gets some lovely holiday decorations, and it's a nice place to come and explore and learn the history.
Well, you know, of course, things are always subject to change, so where are the websites that people can go to find out the latest and greatest?
I would recommend visiting the Cultural Affairs Office website, culturehhi.org. We have a full events calendar all year round that stays stocked full of all of the events where you can click directly to our partners' websites. Also, our Chamber of Commerce has a very lively calendar, and that is hiltonheadisland.org.
Now, one of my favorites is Harbor Town and New Year's Eve party, and I hope you're going to be having that this year. If so, tell us about it.
All of our resorts and many of our restaurants do really fun New Year's Eve parties. I love being down at the Tiki Hut with the local bands. Lots of local musicians will be performing on New Year's Eve here on the island and in Bluffton, but come to the island. Oh, definitely the Harbor Town Ball Drop. If you head down to Harbor Town in Sea Pines, they have all sorts of festivities going on, and they drop a golf ball from the top of the lighthouse at the countdown. And that's definitely a fan favorite here on the island.
Now, a lot of the towns around here are going to be having Christmas lights activities, and I'm sure Hilton Head is no different. Where can people go for some Christmas light displays?
We have some really exciting things on this island if you want to look at Christmas lights. So first, Fire Station 3, which is located at 540 William Hilton Parkway. The firefighters start decorating the firehouse on Labor Day. So they all spend volunteer hours decorating all around the firehouse, and it's a drive-through, and it's so much fun. Shelter Cove also does some really incredible light displays, and I know that they have Mr. and Mrs. Claus in the evenings and on the weekends. Also, for those of you who know Hilton Head for a number of years will recognize the Dove Street lights. Dove Street is celebrating their 35th anniversary of community light decorating, and so they are coming back this year. You can drive through Dove Street and check out all of the lights that are going to be overarching on that road.
This year, you've got a fundraising opportunity associated with those, right?
They are accepting donations to Deep Well and to Island Rec at culturehhi.org.
One of the things that we are seeing is a shortage of food, and in these days of the pandemic, there are a lot of people that are just having a real struggle. Are there going to be any food drives available on Hilton Head this season?
Definitely. Deep Well is in their 49th year of serving our community, and they do 2 drives at the holidays, well 3 actually. They do a food drive, they do a winter coat drive, and then they do their Santa's workshop where they accept new toys for parents with need to come and shop for their kids. So every family, every kid goes home with a stuffed animal, a warm pair of socks, and then the parents get a book, and then the parents get to pick a toy of their choosing. Sometimes this is the only toy these kids will get a year, so go big or go home. Happy holidays, and we look forward to seeing you on the island.
All right, Jen, thanks so much. Jenn McEwen, the Cultural Director for the town of Hilton Head, and we're looking forward to finding out what's going to be taking place in Bluffton. They have got a lot of neat stuff. We're going to be hearing from Lyndee Simoneaux, from the town of Bluffton next. So stay with us with this special edition of Holiday Coastline.
We know the holidays aren't happy for everyone. The Beaufort County Alcohol and Drug Abuse Prevention Team want to encourage everyone to stay connected. You may experience both negative and positive feelings, and that is okay. Be kind to yourself and know that all feelings can coexist. We know that some may feel the urge to use substances to numb the pain. To stay safe, visit our holiday resource page for more information on how to navigate through this season. BeaufortCountySC.gov.
Beaufort County strongly encourages local, small, and minority-owned businesses to submit a new vendor application to its purchasing department. The application and vendor guide are available online, along with information about current business opportunities. Visit www.BeaufortCountySC.gov. Click on I Want To. View bids and RFPs under Business Services. Vendors must be registered with the county in order to respond to solicitations. Quotes, bids, or proposals submitted by businesses that are not registered with the county will be rejected. Registered vendors receive email notifications when new solicitations pertaining to their area of interest are posted to the website. Thanks for watching the County Channel.
Coastline, and we've had an opportunity to hear from the town of the city of Beaufort and the town of Hilton Head, and now we're going to Bluffton, the town of Bluffton, that has got a spectacular holiday season program in store for you. And I'm joined by one of their representatives, Lyndee Simoneaux. Lyndee, good to have you on Coastline. Tell us a little bit about what it is that you do for the town of Bluffton.
Well, I do all the special events for the town of Bluffton. That's everything from the town-sponsored events to the special events that private citizens hold in the town of Bluffton. So upcoming here before Thanksgiving and Christmas, we have a couple of events coming up that are sponsored by some of our local citizens, and they're an opportunity to get out and do some local shopping. We have the Root and Bloom Market at Martin's Family Park. We also have the Artisan Market also at Martin Family Park, and then we have the Gullah Market also at Martin Family Park. And those are the Artisan Market is going to be on November the 20th, and then the Root and Bloom Organic Market is on November the 21st. And then on Saturday following Thanksgiving, we have the Gullah Market on the 27th. And then we also have one of the best things for the celebration of Thanksgiving is the historic turkey chase, which is a 5K race, and it comes it starts at actually the Oyster Factory Park, and this is one of the most exciting 5Ks that we host throughout the town of Bluffton, and it's kind of the kickoff of the holiday season.
Bluffton is a great place to be, and there's plenty to do, and one of the ways that you're going to start off is with your holiday tree lighting, right?
Yes, sir, that's correct. We are going to do the holiday tree lighting ceremony on December the 3rd, and this is the kickoff of our Christmas season here in Bluffton. And we are actually going to start this tree ceremony at 5:30 in the evening. We're going to have a Santa's workshop where the kids will actually have an opportunity to visit with Santa Claus and tell them what their wishes are for Christmas. And also we'll be doing the tree lighting at Martin Family Park. And we're going to be doing a Christmas movie following the tree lighting. So we'll be doing the movie Elf following the tree ceremony lighting from 6:30 to 8:30 that afternoon. And we will have a special coffee truck there, and we'll be doing hot chocolate, apple cider, and coffee for our citizens who were so appreciative to come out and watch the tree service this year.
Now, what makes Bluffton really unique above any of these other towns and cities that we've heard from already is that your parade is about to celebrate a monumental occasion. You're going to be having your 50th anniversary of the Bluffton Parade, but it's not just any parade. Your parade is unique because of its length, right? Tell us about what all that entails.
Well, typically the Bluffton Christmas Parade is longer than most Christmas parades. It's because we have so many wonderful citizens that actually want to come out and support the Bluffton Christmas Parade, and we always welcome that. So we are really excited this year to have the opportunity to do that this year, since we were only able to do the reverse Christmas parade last year, and which had a great turnout as well. But the Christmas parade is usually a long Christmas parade. It might be a little shorter than normal because we are capping off the number of participants at 120 this year. But it's still going to be a nice long parade, and it's going to be one of the best, I think, and especially since we're going to be able to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Bluffton Christmas Parade, which is one of the finest parades in the whole state of South Carolina. The Bluffton Christmas Parade is always the first Saturday of December, and it always starts at 10 o'clock sharp, and it starts from Pritchard Street right there at Town Hall, goes down Bridge Street, up Calhoun Street, and then it's going to take a left on May River Road, and you'll take a right there at Squat and Gobble in the Dollar General area on Pin Oak, and it will end, the walkers and the folks who are in the bands will end right there on 8th Street and dismantle, and they will be able to go their own way. And then the floats will continue on down Red Cedar to Red Cedar Elementary, and that's where the end of the parade will stop with the floats. This is pretty much the same route that it's been since I've been coming to the Bluffton Christmas Parade. This is probably my 27th year for the Christmas Parade in Bluffton. About the same, yes. We have a lot of local businesses. We have several local churches. We have some schools. We have the Marine Band, which always leads the parade, which we are honored to have them start the parade. We'll have Battery Creek High School. We'll have May River High School and Bluffton High. We're also going to have Red Cedar Elementary's band. Then we're lucky enough at the tree lighting, we're going to have the MC Riley Elementary School Choir, and then we'll also have the Bluffton Middle School Orchestra Band, and they'll both be at the tree lighting. And of course, Santa Claus. Santa Claus is always the last one to come through, and he always rides on the fire truck. So he's always the last one to end the parade, and he always comes in on the fire truck and is ready to wave at everybody, and that signifies the final or the finale of the Christmas parade.
Now, Lyndee, you're going to be surprised at this, but Alec, our producer, has managed to dig up some great historical photographs from our archives of the town of Bluffton. So we're going to roll those right now, and then you tell me what you think of those.
Okay, so we have been so blessed with the 50th anniversary of the Christmas Parade that we've had so many of our citizens contribute photos that they've had in albums for years. And the Bluffton Christmas Parade means so much to so many of the local people, and they have taken so many pictures over the years with people getting staged, with getting ready to have their floats in the parade, with the horses, and just the past grand marshals. And it's just it's a wonderful thing that they want to share their family memories with their children standing on the side of the road watching the parade and waving at the loved ones as they go by, and floats of people that they know. And we've just had an overpouring of really great pictures from the past that you'll find very interesting when you're able to take a look at some of them. They're really great. So for more information, and if you'd like to reach out to me to find out about other events that we didn't talk about today, you're welcome to email me at L. Simoneaux at the Town of Bluffton, or always give me a call, 843-540-1662, and I'm willing to help you answer any questions that you might have. As far as ever needing updated information, we can always go to the Town of Bluffton website. Things are always changing and being added, so that would be the best way to find out what the events that I didn't cover, what we'll be posting. They're always changing, so please look on the website for future information. Thank you so much for having me here today. Happy holidays.
All right, Lyndee Simoneaux from the Town of Bluffton. Thank you so much, Lyndee, for that activity wrap up, and we're definitely looking forward to that 3.5-mile parade. Coming up next, we're going to have a representative from the town of Port Royal. Sergeant Chris Wilson from the police department will be here telling us what all they're going to be doing in Port Royal. Stay with us.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy holidays from the Beaufort County Safety Education Team. You know, with the holidays upon us, we're going to do a lot of cooking, and we're so grateful for that. We love to bring the families together. However, we'd like to ask you to take just a moment throughout your entire schedule to think about safety. We want to make sure that you and your family are safe and don't have to call us. Cooking remains the #1 cause of fire in America today, so we want the residents of Beaufort County to be safe when they do that. Even firefighters use water to put out fire, but never do we use it on a stovetop. The oils and greases that we cook with can actually be spread and thus take the fire with it when you use water to try and put these fires out. Make sure you've got a pan top close by to put on top of a burning pan. Make sure your fire extinguisher is close by. Whatever you have planned for this holiday season, the Beaufort County Fire Service wants to make sure that you're safe. Stop by your local fire department. We're more than glad to help you in any way that we can.
Well, we're back on our holiday edition of Coastline, and joining me in the studio now is Sergeant Chris Wilson from the Port Royal Police Department. And there's lots taking place in Port Royal.
Thank you for having me.
Good, thank you for joining us. And I hear you're the representative that's going to tell us everything that's going on during the month of December in beautiful Port Royal.
Absolutely, we have a few exciting things coming in December.
Okay, what are you going to kick it off with?
So to kick off December, December 1st, we're having our Christmas
tree lighting.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, Christmas tree lighting. So basically, that'll be Wednesday, December 1st at 6 p.m. During that, the Port Royal Elementary children will be singing carols along with the Port Royal Town Council. They sing a few songs first, and then with the flip of a switch, the Christmas tree is lit up, and then they sing "Oh Christmas Tree Carol" song. Followed by that, the Port Royal / Beaufort City Fire Department will be bringing Santa Claus down to meet with the children.
Yeah, that's always been a favorite of mine. It's over there at the Live Oaks Park at the corner of what, Paris and 16th?
14th.
14th,
yes,
okay.
Sir. Yes, sir.
14th, yeah, that's a great park for people that aren't familiar with it. You guys, when you're not having Christmas activity, you've got lots of other opportunities.
Correct.
There.
Correct. We usually have like the oyster roast and some other things too, and it's a lot of private parties rented out as well. So.
Yeah, and just in case anybody is ever wanting to rent the facility, who should they contact?
They can contact the Town of Port Royal over at 700 Paris Ave, and they can point them in the right direction.
All right, good deal. Yeah, the lighting of that Christmas tree is what really kicks off the festivities in Port Royal.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's a pretty big event for us, so we have a pretty good turnout usually.
Terrific. Yeah, I mean, Town of Port Royal has really grown in the last 10, 15 years. And
yes, sir. I mean, even in the 7 years that I've been there, it's grown tremendously.
Yeah,
it doesn't even look the same anymore to me.
I don't think the majority of our viewers even know that it actually extends all the way to the Broad River Bridge, right?
Absolutely, sure does.
Yeah.
Yep.
So has that put a strain on your abilities to do your job, having to cover that enlarged area?
At times it does, but you know, we're all excited for the growth. I think, you know, with the growth of the town, we'll be able to add more officers and everything. So we're all excited about it. So.
All right, outstanding. So we've got the tree lighting. That's December 1st at the Live Oaks Park, and that'll again feature Santa Claus coming in on the Port Royal Fire Department truck.
Yes, sir.
And what do we got after that?
So then, followed by that, December 10th, we have, it's a new event for us. It's Music from the Manger. Basically what they've done is there was an abandoned building for the port. It's right behind the Zenden. So they are actually going to turn that into a Christmas manger for that weekend. Music from the Manger begins on Friday, December 10th. It's going to be at the end of Paris Ave, behind the Zenden, next to the shed. What they're going to be doing is turning one of the old port buildings into a Christmas manger. They're going to have local vendors down there with their crafts, some food trucks for people to have some variety of foods down there, and then they are taking some artwork from different elementary schools, and they're going to have a contest. And then on the 11th, the event will still be going on. at the same location. It's going to kind of run in conjunction, which is also another big event of ours, which is the Christmas Golf Cart Parade. So the Christmas Golf Cart Parade will kick off on the 11th at 6 p.m. There's no need to register, just be at the Helena Place Assisted Living over on Paris Ave. They're going to start that off at 6 p.m. And in the past, they used to run that down Paris Ave in between the Town of Port Royal building and then come back up London Ave. This year, because of the music from the Manger event, they're actually going to run that from 6 p.m., go straight down Paris Ave to the event. There's going to be parking on the side of the shed, in between the shed and the music from the Manger building that they're using. And they'll be able to, like I said, park the golf carts there, and then if they want to attend the concert, though, they will have to purchase a ticket.
Okay.
So.
And you promised me you're not going to ticket any golf carts for going on a public roadway,
Yeah,
right?
no, sir. Nope.
Okay. Unless they go over 19.5 miles an hour.
Absolutely right.
Okay,
Yes.
good deal. So this is exciting because it is a bit of a fundraiser, and it's for an organization that's actually in Port Royal that's very near and dear to many of our viewers' hearts. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so it's going to be a benefit for Kappa, which, like you said, it is located in Port Royal, and basically that's a foundation directed towards children that are being
Child
abused.
Abuse Prevention Association.
Correct,
yeah. It's unfortunate that we need that organization, but it's
yes,
really...
Sir. It's very well needed, and we appreciate everything they do.
Have you found that the last year and a half with this pandemic, has that caused tensions to rise within families at all? And
yeah, I would say so. I think we've had a little bit more disturbance calls dealing with families, and I think when you're cooped up in the house all the time, tensions start kind of flaring and everything. But I'm glad to see things are starting to open up now.
Yeah.
And people are able to get out of the house and go do things. So.
I track the numbers every day, and I'm glad to see in Beaufort County we're down to single digits and low teens every day. We've been for the last month or so. So maybe we're seeing an end to all of this.
Yeah, hopefully so.
Yeah, and wouldn't this be a great opportunity to just have an end to it by having a new beginning with the music from the Manger event and the golf cart parade? I mean, what more represents new life than celebrating Christmas?
Absolutely.
So I'm excited about that, and as you said, one of the things that we're going to have is local vendors. I know we've got a lot of supply chain problems, and so people are worried about whether they're going to have, everything that they need to put under the Christmas tree. Nobody has volunteered to start bringing their container ships to Port Royal, so they're all stuck down in Savannah.
Right.
But we've got lots of local vendors, and they've got plenty of inventory, right?
Absolutely, and what better than to shop local, So
Absolutely.
It's a good opportunity for them to also have customers come and view the items that they're creating and all that. So.
Yeah, and there's a lot of neat stuff. Yeah. I mean, stuff is really like quaint, like decorated oyster shells and things like that. But there's a lot of really thoughtful stuff as well. Irish sweaters, and what was that place you mentioned, the Zen Den?
Yeah, the Zen Den.
Yeah, what do they have there? Is that kind of like opportunities to get massage oils and things like that? That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've got, in addition to that, opportunities to always take advantage of some of the restaurants in Port Royal, like is the one, now I've lost my train of thought. What's the one at 11th Street? The
Fish Camp.
The Fish Camp. Is that open these days?
Yeah, so Fish Camp will be open, and we've get people coming across from the entire country who come here to visit. That's one of the first places they want to check out, and they do a lot of business there.
It is absolutely amazing.
Yep.
So you can get a gift certificate for your loved ones there. Food is the gift that keeps on giving, right?
Absolutely, that's correct.
Terrific. And then I think we need to talk a little bit about, because it is the holidays, what are some of the concerns that you have as a law enforcement officer in terms of safety and holiday tips?
Yeah, so absolutely. So one thing pertaining to your home, I think a good idea would be to keep the lights on, especially at nighttime. So keep the area well lit. just in case if somebody happens to be in the area, you can kind of keep an eye on them and all that.
Yeah, you know, it's really amazing because now we've reached the point of technology where you can have everything, you know, set through your iPhone or Android device, and you can have different lights come on at different times. I've got things set so that I've got cameras all over my outside of my house, and they actually have what's called IFTT, which stands for if this then that. So when there's motion that's sensed, a light will go on and a notification will go out. And it's an unfortunate, again, reality of the times in which we live, but really these are the important things to be aware of, and they're not that expensive.
No, absolutely not. So that was one of the other things. So other than having the area lit up at night, I also recommend having a surveillance system, if at all possible, just in case something did happen, unfortunately, maybe we'd have the opportunity to identify the person. Some other issues that I see a lot is people leaving their vehicles unsecured. That is one of the biggest issues that we see even outside the holiday season, more so during the holiday season. So I just want to reiterate, lock your car doors. Eliminate the possibility of a theft just by easily securing vehicles.
Port Royal is one of the few really quaint towns left in America, but it's still not immune from the bad guys.
Absolutely not. A lot of our property crimes are crimes of opportunity. So if you give them the opportunity, unfortunately, people are going to act on that.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised how many people, well, you wouldn't be because you just see it every day, but how many people just fail to, you know, lock their doors. I mean, I got something on my phone that tells me you forgot to lock your doors, and so you just got to be careful these days.
Absolutely, and that was another thing I wanted to touch on too, pertaining to your house, is to, when you're leaving for the day, make sure you lock up, and when you're going to sleep at night, lock up as well.
Right,
so.
Set that alarm, and
Absolutely.
You want to, if you're not going to be, you know, traveling around, some of these alarms these days have it set so that you push in a particular code and it doesn't even have the delay. Immediately when there's a door that's breached, the full alarm goes off and you're notified right away. So,
absolutely.
Good deal.
Yep.
Well, man, I'm so glad that you're on top of these things, and glad to see that they're funding you to, you know, keep the force growing. I know there's a lot of talk these days about defund the police, but fortunately none of that is happening in Port Royal.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, thankfully we serve a community that's very supportive of us, and we appreciate that a lot. Some other safety tips that I'd like to kind of touch on a little bit is while shopping, if at all possible, do the shopping during the daytime. If for some reason you have to shop at night, I would like for them to park in a well-lit area, close as possible to your destination. If you have to leave valuables in the car, obviously put them in the trunk and don't leave them in plain view. Those are the times when vehicle break-ins can happen when they are secured. If they see a high dollar value out in plain view, most of the time it can end up in, you know, somebody breaking a window or something.
Yeah.
And
like you
taking those
said,
items.
crimes of opportunity.
Absolutely.
You give it to them, they'll take it.
Absolutely. So to negate that, just put it in the trunk or hide it under the seat or something like that. So.
And for those folks that you share quarters with, the fire department, we just changed our clocks, and that's always a good time to do what? Change the batteries in the smoke detector.
You're right, absolutely.
Yes, so
absolutely.
Good deal,
Yeah.
good deal. Well, tell those guys that you share quarters with that we gave them a plug as well.
I will, absolutely.
All right, Chris Wilson from the Port Royal Police Department. Sergeant Wilson, thank you for joining us. Well, that's our holiday edition of Coastline. We're glad that you could join us. We hope that you take advantage of some of these great events that we've told you about. And we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, and a Happy Kwanzaa, and Happy Holidays, however you celebrate them. And we hope you will join us again, and we're praying for a much better 2022. We'll see you then.
This is Larry Rowland, and this is a Beaufort County moment. One of the most fascinating artifacts in Beaufort County to tourists and residents alike are the ruins of the old Sheldon Church. The proper name is the Parish Church of Prince William Parish, South Carolina. Prince William Parish was founded in 1745 in response. It was the second Anglican parish in the Beaufort district after St. Helena Parish, founded in 1712, the original parish. Prince William Parish in 1745 was in the midst of an economic boom because rice plantations surrounded the site on Husband Neck where the church eventually was built. And those rice planters were very wealthy. In 1745, the Commons House of Assembly established Prince William Parish, and in 1751 they laid the cornerstone for Prince William Parish Church. The church was finished by 1755 and well appointed. It has the distinction of being the first or oldest temple form Greek revival building in the Western Hemisphere. So that ruin at Sheldon, which fascinates people, absolutely should fascinate people, because it is the first example of a type of architecture that became associated with American democracy and American public buildings. Prince William Parish Church, or the old Sheldon ruins, was burned by British Tories during the American Revolution in 1779. It lay in ruins until 1826. Charles Fraser, the famous Low Country artist, painted a picture of it in 1819. After it was restored to use and services in 1826, he came and looked at it and he said, "My God, they've taken a beautiful ruin and turned it into an ugly church." So the Union Army and the events of the Civil War restored it to a beautiful ruin. We thought for many years that Prince William Parish Church had been burned by Sherman's forces as they marched through this district. That turns out not to be true. The church was intact after the Civil War and was dismantled by local folks who used the parts of the church to build their homes and barns. And so the wood basically was taken out, the roof fell in, the church became a ruin and was in disuse until modern times. It has remained, as Charles Fraser said, a beautiful and enticing ruin. This is Larry Rowland. This has been a Beaufort County Moment.
To see more Beaufort County moments, go to the Beaufort County Library homepage and click on the Local History tab.
It's that time again. No, not the summer traffic to Hilton Head, redistricting. In the news, you'll hear polarizing political buzzwords like gerrymandering, voter suppression, and political motivations. This will not apply to Beaufort County. Beaufort County will provide fair, legal, and well thought out districts that will ensure one person and one vote. This will provide confidence to you, our citizens, that the County Council represents the people's diverse interests and needs. But what is redistricting? It's data, maps, and computers. Well, those are the tools used to create the districts, but does not explain what it is. Redistricting happens every 10 years in line with the release of the national U.S. Census data. The districts are political lines drawn to ensure proper representation of the people. They will be used to create 11 districts for the Beaufort County Council and the County School Board. Federal law stipulates that districts must have nearly equal populations and not discriminate based on race or ethnic background. Boundaries must also be as contiguous and compact as possible and keep communities of interest together. Well, except for water. Federal law says water is for drinking, boating, and kayaking, and is not a factor in creating contiguous districts. County staff will create 2 versions of the district maps. This is because the growth of population in the South, the growing Hispanic community, and the requirements mandated by law will not leave many options in how we draw the districts. Once the maps are drawn, citizens can provide comments online or via the public meetings. The county team will take these into account and present a final version for the County Council to consider. Once the final council vote is taken, Beaufort County will have set the new boundaries for the next 10 years. Check out BeaufortCountySC.gov for more information.
I'm Joe Bogus, and I'm a volunteer with the Beaufort County Library System. For the past 7 years, I've been a board member, and most recently, a finance chair for the county library system. This has been a very rewarding and enriching experience, especially since I began my board term during the height of the Great Recession, when we had very few books and very few visitors. But over time, the board and library leadership have managed to rebuild our finance so that we're spending more on materials now than ever before, and in a greater variety, both hard copy and digital. Growth in Beaufort County means that we have to carefully husband our resources, and this is where volunteers in the library do make a big difference. Susan and I have been here for 18 years, and we know the positive impact libraries can make in our community. Today's library is a new town hall, full of vibrant mixture of programs and offerings. As a board member, I know firsthand the impact that we can make and how important it is to have people spend their time and talents on making Beaufort County a better place. This is our home, and this is why I make this investment in both my time and in my community. This very briefly is why I serve, why I'm asking you to consider spending your time also for the Beaufort County Library. Thank you.
To see a listing of Beaufort County's agencies, boards, and commissions, or to fill out an application, visit www.beaufortcountysc.gov/boards and commissions.
Beaufort County is constantly changing, and we'll keep you informed. The County Channel, your source for what's happening in Beaufort County. From County Council and municipalities, school board, and local events, the County Channel will keep you up to date. For a complete listing of the County Channel schedule, go to BeaufortCountySC.gov, scroll down, and click on Watch Now, and choose your selection. For live coverage of meetings, boards, and commissions, it's the County Channel.